Hey, Sean, to your right, congratulations on the victory. Would you say that's the most significant? I know win over Kelvin Gastelum was significant, but would you say beating Gilbert is your biggest win?
Yeah, 100%. Former title challenger, fought some of the best, beat some of the best, lost to some of the best. I'm an amazing fighter, a guy I've looked up to in my career. Like I said earlier this week, I felt like I'm just a younger, a little bit better version of Gilbert, and I feel like I proved that tonight. But I've always looked up to him. He's an amazing fighter, and for me to go out there and beat him over 5 rounds, like I remember watching him fight Tyron Woodley and all these guys, and now for me to go in there and do it, it's definitely the biggest win of my career.
So you fight the champion and then 2 guys who fought for the championship in your last 3 fights. How much did that experience fighting guys at that level do for you, and what do you think it does when you get another shot at the belt?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. I just think that I belong to be here now, and I feel like I truly feel like I'm embracing it. And whoever's next, whatever high-level guy, I'll be ready for them. And I've just felt like this entire week I embraced being here and knowing that I truly deserve to be here. And whereas before I kind of didn't feel like that, but now I really do. My last fight and this fight, I felt super comfortable, and it's only going to get better from here on out.
I kind of think like if this had been a grappling match, everybody would have been really jacked up to see you two, grapple each other. Did you sort of know this was going to turn out to be the kind of fight it did, where it was going to be striking and pressure that would rule the day?
Yeah, I mean, me and Gilbert can still grapple. I would love to do a grappling event against him for maybe UFC Fight Pass. But no, I said it earlier in the week that it's an MMA fight. People just think I'm a grappler, and I feel like tonight I really proved that I am a complete mixed martial arts fighter, and I showed it.
Did you feel like you proved that your last time out, though? Like, beating Gastelum did that?
No, because I didn't strike that much with Kelvin. The takedowns were way too easy, so I just kept taking them down, and I knew I was going to break him on the ground. Gilbert's way better on the ground. Obviously, I got him down. He reversed me a couple times, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to submit Gilbert like that. Like, it just wasn't going to happen. He's too high level.
And did you sense as the pace, he's 38, right? He's fought a long time.
Yeah.
Did you sense as you're putting that pressure on him as the fight wore on that he was starting to kind of break down?
Yeah, a little bit, but Gilbert's a dog, and he stayed in there. He held tough, but I knew eventually that pressure would get to him. But I was tired too, but it's just I proved myself right in knowing I can go 5 rounds and just dig deep and just keep going and not show it. And no matter how tired I got, keep moving my feet and keep going forward.
I'm sure you saw, but Bilal tweeted that Brady's going to be difficult to beat, right? And I wonder when you think back, you saw his championship fight. You know where you are now. Like, what do you think would be different if you see him again? Like, do you have substantive changes that you could make in that fight?
Yeah, I mean, if you go back and watch that fight, it was a very competitive fight until it wasn't. I got caught with a punch that I didn't get dropped. I wasn't knocked out. I should have thrown back, and in that moment, I quit on myself. And that would never happen again. And that's the difference between Sean Brady of 2022 in October and Sean Brady of today. I will never quit on myself ever again. You have to fucking kill me, or else I'm going to be there for the whole night.
Congrats.
Thank you, brother.
Great job on the win tonight. You mentioned a little bit with in the post fight, replicating the 5 rounds versus live. Elaborate on that, like the difference.
Yeah, I mean, it's 5 rounds in a gym and 5 rounds in a fight like this. It's just completely different, It's you can't equate for the nerves and everything like that. So we trained this was my hardest training camp. I have a Georgian guy named Ito Babilite, if that's how you say it right there. He's 5-0. He's an amazing fighter. He's the hardest punching dude I've ever been hit by, and we went to war this entire training camp. And I have just an amazing team back in Philly, and all my coaches. They prepared me. I just let them tell me what to do, and I just listened. And yeah, we got the win.
There's obviously levels to this, and clearly you showed you belonged.
Yeah.
How is it though to have put everything together? Because now with all this media attention, the cameras, that's just a whole nother thing you have to acclimate to.
Yeah. I mean, this week, the guys who were with me at media, Joey, Jonathan, they all just said how comfortable I was there, and I felt it. I embraced it. Like, I don't have to fight. I can go do something else if I wanted to do it and make a paycheck, but I choose to be here. I'm not going to be grumpy when I'm cutting weight or anything like that. Like, I want to be here. I want to be a UFC champion. I've dreamed about it since a little kid, and now I'm making it happen, and I have all these amazing people with me, and I'm just going to enjoy every single moment of it until I can't anymore.
When do we see you back here now? Because there's going to be so many eyes on
Yeah.
you. Targets.
Yeah.
When do we get you back in here?
Hopefully before the end of the year, maybe late December, somewhere in there. I'm having a baby girl in February, so I'm definitely fighting before I have my daughter, so then I can go spend some time and relax with my wife and my baby.
That's awesome, man.
Thank you, brother.
Congrats on that win. Good luck with the baby.
Thank you.
Eagles won the other day. Like, killing it right now.
Eagles, we were watching them last night. It was a little sloppy, but we got it done. 1-0.
You called out Ian Gary. What about that matchup intrigues you?
I mean, I think Ian just thinks that he's fucking God's gift to earth, and he's not, you know, and I feel like everyone in the sport feels the same way. I mean, I'll fight him. I'll fight Colby. I think Colby is the easiest matchup in the division. I'll piece him up on the feet. I'll ragdoll him. But, yeah, I would like to fight Ian. He's an up-and-comer. I'm a little bit older than him, but I want to be here for a long time. He's undefeated. He's got some hype. I'm going to be, before he said, I won't fight guys who are ranked behind me, I'm going to be ranked ahead of him on Tuesday with that number 6 spot. So, yeah, maybe I'll let him fight me. We'll see how it works out, though.
The question is, do you think both those guys accept to fight you?
I mean, the UFC, you can't really turn down too many opportunities. But I'm going to go home, assess my bumps and bruises, and then we'll see where we're at. But Colby or Ian Gary sounds like a fun one. Maybe end of December, early January. Like I said, before February 13th, I just want to fight one more time.
And you already kind of talked about it, like how good did it feel to shut people up about, you know, your cardio, you went 5 rounds, like everyone just...
My striking sucks, my cardio sucks, everything I do sucks, but these motherfuckers suck, and I don't, so kick rocks.
Yeah, it's like everybody turns to...
Yeah, well, you lose one fight, same thing with Joey. Joey lost one fight after being in the UFC, and then he sucks, but then he goes out there and murders somebody, and now everyone loves him again, so... It's all good. I know who really loves me. They're all in this room. Everyone else, all my fans, I love them. But people who go online and talk shit on professional athletes, it ain't it.
Congrats.
Thank you, bro.
Enjoy this one.
Thank you, brother.
Sean over here, to your left, back here.
You.
I know. So I know the Bilal fight, when you did fight him, didn't go the way you wanted. And you'd say you'd want to fix a couple things. And I know you're not a guy of excuses, but do you think the travel had something to do with that? I know a lot of guys have mentioned, you know, traveling all the way over there kind of does put a difference in the camp.
I'm from Philly. I don't even like leaving Philadelphia. So when they sent me now, but it's not an excuse. Yeah, it definitely it sucked, but I would do things I would do things way differently if I ever had to go over there again. Obviously, fighting in the States is way better. Like even coming out here. We usually come out on Tuesday. I came out here on Sunday with my whole team just to make sure that everything went according to plan. But, yeah, that night wasn't my night. I mentally beat myself, and Bilal got to win. But I have nothing against Bilal. I think he's a great champion. I think he did an amazing job against Leon, and I hope he stays where he's at so that I can work my way up and we can fight again. But nothing but respect for Bilal.
Sure. And speaking of Philly, a couple Philly wins tonight. Eagles triumph in Brazil. How is the Philly momentum right now?
What am I? 17-1. They're 1-0, so we're doing pretty good. Shout out to the Eagles, Lane Johnson, Gabe, all the boys back home. Let's go.
Congrats.
Yeah, sure.
But then there's the Flyers.
Then it's bird season. That's it. Thank you guys. Monster, let me get a sponsorship.